Today, in many parts of the world, as we celebrate World Wetlands Day, the theme for this year is Wetlands for Sustainable Urban Future. And that theme is something that's very relevant for both our countries. Where I come from, Singapore, it is a very small country. And actually, we have no natural resources. Our most precious resource is actually land. Can you imagine a country from the east to the west is only about 40 over kilometers. And from the north to the south is under 30 kilometers. And we house 5 over million people in that small piece of land. So what little we have and how we use it, essentially, it will make our lives different. How we use this land will determine the quality of our lives. So in Singapore, the land is competed for many users: infrastructure, military, roads, housing, schools, and recreation. And despite all these users, recently the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and the World Economic Forum determined that Singapore was one, if not the most green city in the world. And how is that possible? That's because underpinning all our greenery is a system of waterways and water bodies. Together, this gives us greenery, but not just any greenery. Because of these water bodies, we have pervasive and dense greenery, which is otherwise not achievable. Sri Lanka is a very special place for me. 20 years ago, when I first started working and I had enough money to buy my first air ticket, my first destination was Sri Lanka. And that was in 1997. And I remember I was on a beach, and on my right, houses, and on my left, the ocean. And it was early morning, and the children ran out from their houses towards the sea. And as I looked at the sea, I realized there were small dots, and these dots grew bigger. They were actually the canoes of fishermen coming back to shore with the catch. And I went over and I surveyed the catch, and all I had remaining of that time was just one photograph of the fishermen and the children. And I was thinking to myself, this is a truly paradise on earth. And I fell in love with that place. But at the same time, in that year, 1997, those were the war years, there were reminders of what was happening elsewhere in the country. As I left Sri Lanka, on my way back, a friend pointed out a building that had just been bombed. 20 years later, I'm back here. When I landed yesterday and passed through the city, I realized a miracle had happened. This was not the Sri Lanka that I saw earlier on. The transformation that I saw was unbelievable. I wish actually that I have more time to actually stay and look at more of the city, but I might not have the chance to do so. But what I want to say is this: there's a time and season for everything. I saw a bit of what war can do to a city, how it can stall progress, and how it can scar something that's so beautiful. But I think I have also seen what resourcefulness, what determination, and what peace can do to this country. And I think the same applies to a country's development. And I think the time is now to actually decide and choose. Is it nature versus development, or do we decide that nature can be integrated and be part of the development? So it is my great honor to be invited here, to be an observer, and also to share with you on this journey. Thank you very much.